Welcome one, welcome all to the 3 versus 3 El Clásico Twinking Tournament. There's only one place in all of Azeroth you'll see content quite like this. So get your snacks and get your drinks because the fun has just begun.
Let's get this party started here. We're looking for some form of CC, potentially Rogue wrapping around, looking for the sap potentially here, but doesn't want to get too close because he can risk getting found himself. So it's going to be kind of a game of cat and mouse here.
It's interesting that DDG wants to play this in the tunnel. It looks like they're going to favor the LOS there around the banana door and the speed boots.
I was wondering that. I was like, and it looks like both teams are playing a little bit back, seeing if their opponents will come to them.
Like both rows are fishing for a sap, it looks like.
Yeah, I'm actually looking for the other team right now. Where's the second team?
Yogi is on the ramp inside of lobby and lower.
Okay.
He's stealth, and they're just outside right now, just outside the lower door.
So a little bit of a game of hide and seek right now. The cat and mouse game comes out. We are seeing Scary Twink, I like the name as well, show himself along with their rogue friend. Here we go. The action's just about to get started. He is going to get he's shadow melding, but the rogue already saw him. He gets the sap off. So that sap's going to be massive as they close the gap onto the priest here. Priest is going to psych extreme, but it doesn't look like it lands, honestly. We are seeing the
fear on dodges here.
That's massive. If they could just land a couple of fears. Rick Heals is getting low, trying to heal himself back up. It looks like the Desperate Prayer potentially is going to come out there. They're nearly in blinking HP totals. Can they pop anything to save themselves? It's not looking like that's going to be the case as they go down, but we're seeing Rogue as well.
Like they're going to trade here.
They might. This is turning into a 2 versus 2 potentially, but Yagi Rogue is blinking HP, closing the distance on his opponent. But I don't know if he's going to be able to save himself.
Stepfather down.
This is going to be it looks like a reverse here. Looking for him. Found him again.
We didn't get our first trade. We got our first and second trade.
We did. The hunter, the warriors alone right now. They are going to be sword and boarding here. The hunter's actually kind of going for the melees. They look the exact same. They look like twins. I thought it was the hunter at first melee him down, but it is going to be the rogue with those agility weapons. In the first round's going to go to DDG. What does that stand for, by the way?
Drop dead gorgeous, because look at these gentlemen.
I was just thinking the same thing. They look identical as well. I got them confused who was who during the middle of the cast. and now I'm going to actually follow. You know what I want to do this time too? I know where the other team starts. I know where they want to be going. I want to follow DDG this time and see what type of path they're going to be taking here. Because it seemed they took a bit of a different route. I was looking for him to go in the flag room, looking like they maybe went up top, but it did work out for them in the end. Even though the sap did come out onto the hunter, which was tremendous. He saw where the hunter shadow melded. And I'd like to note shadow meld is a pretty strong invis. I'm actually quite surprised that he was able to close the distance, sap the hunter, and still get like an opener on the priest in the sense that he still was able to kind of sinister strike him and attack as soon as he got attacked as well. It wasn't like he preemptively got attacked or anything like that. He got to connect as soon as he came out of stealth, and he did get the sap off. And I would like to say that Shadow Meld is stronger than level 1 stealth.
Hey, in a 3v3 environment, any sap is a good sap.
Yeah, 100%. I honestly thought that might have been exactly what they needed to win this one. And I liked how I'd like to mention that I liked that Rick Heals was positioning himself in a place that didn't allow for the sap as easily. The hunter and the rogue were in front of them, kind of almost protecting them in a sense. Like they are, and with stealth being as weak as it is at this low rank, they were very going to be likely be found before they reach that priest for the sap. Because I think if that priest gets sapped, this is going to be the win condition, potentially.
Absolutely. I think if a priest gets sapped in this matchup, that's going to spell trouble very quickly.
And it looks like our teams did switch sides there. I do like to see that.
Yeah, they alternate in between rounds, I believe.
Okay, good stuff. And I'm going to follow this Horde team here and see what type of route they take. Another thought. What are your thoughts on Warrior Sword and Board? Do you guys feel that is the best, a solid approach for Twinks, do you think a two-hander centric approach is good? Now, something to mention, this is a triple DPS comp, so you don't have those heals. Maybe Sword and Board is the way to go.
So there's a different answer for every situation, but with that being said, something to consider is that hamstrings can proc fiery, which is a really noteworthy thing. And in arenas, you might want to see as many fiery procs and as quick rage building as you can see. So I'm going to guess, and I'm moving towards him now to see that he's going to be holding a one-hander with fire in it, so he can build as much rage as he can. That is the case. I can already see that. He's going to want to build as much rage as he can, be pumping hamstrings and getting those fiery procs.
Okay.
Rogues can do, or warriors can do a little more damage than people anticipate of them at 19.
Hey, fair play. And we actually had a question from the chat here. Are rogues allowed to max their dodge in this or not? And is that even possible?
It is possible, but rogues in Classic compared to TBC are a little bit lacking. You can see a rogue get up to slightly over 50% when they're maxed out at level 19 in Classic, but when TBC hits, it's a different picture. Rogues will be having 65% dodge or higher, especially if we're talking about level 10 rogues. But it is just not as effective. It's more effective, in my experience, and from what other people have, I've seen other people share similar opinions, is that it's more effective for now to stack into either agility, or you can even see a lot of people go with a life stealing. You can see Yogi here with a life stealing on his Shadow Fang main hand. That is a not too uncommon of a choice. You'll see a lot of double fiery for optimizing their damage. But in an arena setting, you can expect him to want a little bit of health back with that life stealing in the main hand, especially missing a priest.
I was just gonna say that I like the approach that this team's going with, as far as they're built around, okay, we don't have a healer, so you have a warlock that's sturdy already with Voidwalker. It's gonna be really strong at this level, I feel. You have the warrior that does have, they're not only going with the more rage-centric approach with the one-hander, but they also have the shield for sturdiness. And then you have the rogue with the life stealing. So with these things, it's going to give them some defensive capabilities that they might lack without a healer, which I do really like.
Should be ready in about 30 seconds to a minute.
All right, sounds good.
I know, I was excited to see our first trade. I saw Rick go down. I thought that could have been trouble, but they had Stepfather and Yogi dropping just as quick as they had Rick going down. It's interesting to see. I'm excited to see how DDG plays this, because I don't want to see them walk in. Obviously, I'm their GM, so I'm a little biased. They might not want to see themselves walk in.
Both teams are ready, so I'm going to start the countdown right now. Thank you.
Perfect. They might not want to see themselves walk in and one of them eat a sap again. Because if they can avoid a sap, that would be huge for them.
I gotta say, your guys' professionalism with starting this up is absolutely spectacular.
Round 2. Fight.
And I think I have a better understanding of the arena layout, which is going to be nice. I almost lost the other team for a second in this last one. That's not going to happen this time, as Yogi starts to go in and look for the sap here. Just seeing if the other team is playing defensively. He's poking his head around. He can feed this information to his team in Discord.
You see Dodge is sitting just outside, just waiting for him to peek around.
Oh man, and if he does, and if he got caught outside, that's going to be a big problem for them.
If he gets to separate him from his team, that could definitely be trouble fast.
And I almost am curious. I'm curious where this battle's gonna end up taking place. Every time I've seen it thus far, it's
cat and mouse on this corner.
Yeah, it's been in the flag room most of the time when we've seen these take place. Has that been the case for some of your matchups as well? That you? Oh, here we go.
That's been the case for almost every round we've seen, except for until this point. It's interesting because you see DDG has been playing the waiting game. Dodges. It looks like he missed a sap.
That could happen. He actually pulled out his bow to just shoot one shot if he could, but now they are going to close the distance. The warrior does charge in, gets that little bit of rage down to about half HP already. Stepfather's feeling comfortable. They send a Voidwalker in to get some DPS. The Voidwalker's getting low though. The Rogue opened up on him, so there's not going to be a Voidwalker sacrifice available to this Warlock right now. They could try to resummon, but DDG is going to take this opportunity to run inside, as we are going to see the powered shield cycled onto them right there. The already scary Twink getting down to half HP already. Very punished by by not having the healing. Psychic Stream comes down a very big way. They are able to trinket out of it. The gouge goes down on Rick heals. They try to CC him for that little bit of time. Stepfather's getting very low, but so is Yodi Rogue. They need to try to finish Scary Twink now and even up the playing field. There's going to be Stepfather's going down. Scary Twink goes down afterwards. This is 1-for-1 right now. As this duel is going to continue. Yodi's going to sprint away.
He's got to throw a dot on that Rogue. He's getting a full bandage in.
Oh, that's massive. And how good a bandages can he use?
Oh, max rank bandages.
Oh my goodness, that's huge. He has full HP.
Rick just got a crucial dot on Keefers there. He's going to take that bandage, only one bandage tick.
Oh, that is massive breaking that, because it does not take much for that rune cloth to get him full. Rick heals is pretty low, to be fair, as well. It's getting very close. Keefers is almost going to drop. He's in blinking HP. But Rick heals is too. This isn't over yet. He can still kill him. And he goes down. And this turns into a 1-versus-1. Rogue versus Rogue. Oh my gosh, the gouge is going to come down.
We're going to see bandage and stealth here, most likely.
This is massive right now. What in the fuck, dude? Oh god, he line of sight just a little bit. Can he get the sap off right now? This is a crucial moment. The sap is going to come off. Oh my gosh. I'm at the edge of my seat. He goes back inside. He's doing it, boys. He's looking to get max range. Do we see it? The big bandage is coming out. 1, 2, 3. Feeling real healthy and feeling real fine as the stealth comes off. And these rogues are going to dance the dance of the shadows. Which one is going to be found first? Playing this one safely, going back inside of the tomb and waiting for the other rogue to get aggressive here. Will it be Horde or will it be Alliance? There can only be one, and we're going to find out right now. Will it end, or is this going to a third round? This is exciting. But he's playing. Okay, we do have Dodgers coming inside right now, creeping about. Who's gonna find who? They open up on each other. There's no saps, just aggression right now. Yodi takes a hit already. We need to. Can we see? Is this might last a while? Honestly, if he can gouge and reset and get another bandage, if it comes down to it, he gets to re-stealth. Oh my god, he does it again, man. Oh my god,
he's gonna get another bandage and another sap and another stealth, and we're gonna see this restart.
Oh my god. Gosh, honestly, he's eating this time. He's gonna re-stealth. He's saving the bandage potentially because he knows he might need it again in that minute duration. Depending on how this goes, he gets to sap off one more time, and he gets to choose how he wants to open. He could just stealth and ambush.
He's gonna be on cooldown still.
Oh my! What's the? Oh my! What do you?
10-second cooldown. He's gonna get it in a second here. Keeps him in combat. No stealth allowed for dodges here.
Oh my goodness, absolutely beautiful. Okay, they're opening up on each other again. This is going to come down to crits. And it's Yodi Dodgers just getting more luckier with these crits. He rolls the dice more. He plays more D&D apparently. But Yodi has a skill to back it up. It's not over. He puts the gouge down. He goes around for the LOS. Is going to throw down the bandage on themselves. We're going to see a double re-stealth. I feel like that is going to be an inevitability here. If you've ever seen anything quite like this in your Twinking tournaments yet.
Not quite yet.
Oh my goodness. Is it gonna call? Because they don't have cheap shot. Now this is probably a silly question for you guys, but I'm brand new to the bracket. Do they have kidney shot?
They do not have kidney shot yet. The most aside from their sap, they have a kick and they have a gouge.
Okay, so we got kick and gouge, and so gouge is going to be big in this. If they
have improved gouge here, so most of them will have 5-second gouges.
Okay, so if we could see a gouge when the other rogue is running, maybe that's the solution. If you can get in front of them, this is going to be tough to close them out. Yodi's gotten a few good resets here. They're starting to get close to each other once again. There can only be one. Are we going to see a sap? Or are they going to open right up on them? Because they do have ambush, and that would be pretty massive here. The sap's going to come out. Let's see how they want to open up. Waiting till they have full energy here. They want to hit them from behind too. Okay, here comes the dam. They went with the Garou play. I like that. Garou and expose armor, lads. I really like this. Dodgers is going low. You're finally seeing Yodi at the forefront of the DPS right now. I think it was Gouge. Might have just dodged there if I'm not mistaken. But Dodger's getting very low. If he can't reset, this might spell defeat. There's the gouge. See, he hadn't used the gouge prior. It was just an attack that looked like it maybe missed. Now he has the opportunity to bandage himself back up, dude. They're going to probably both bandage themselves up. I imagine, honestly, both of them are probably going to Run out.
First, I think the first to get evasion back is likely going to win this, walk away with this one. Evasion and sprint combo is not going to let them get a re-stealth off, and I think it's going to be the only thing to stop this.
I think you're right, honestly. And hopefully these lads brought a fair few bandages in their arsenal, in their backpack, if you will, and they engage again. It feels like Dodge is just, it feels so consistently he's doing just that little, there's the evasion. He needed that so badly. And one difference in their play is Yodi is putting down the exposed armor onto Dodge's here. Dodge is down to half HP. The exposed armor's on him again as they try to kite backwards. The sprint comes out from Yodi. He doesn't want to allow for the gouge. Could he somehow, I don't know how you would melee without, he needs to avoid the gouge. He avoided the gouge. I'm pretty sure of it. The eviscerate comes down. Big damn coming out from Yodi right now. Oh, and it's tied up 1-1 just like that. And
what a round.
That was great. That's exactly what I wanted to see there. And Dodges, it sounds like the sap missed. Dodges sap missed. So that's going to be crucial in that. Both rows playing really well there, getting their resets off. Yodi getting about 3 different resets off. All his gouges landing, all his saps landing. Sometimes it comes down to that resist as well. If that sap would have came off on Yodi, who knows? Maybe with Dodges getting an opener. I like the Garou play. What do you guys think, Garou versus ambush?
If you're not spec'd into ambush, your Garou is going to do more damage as long as the full duration goes off. So in a 1v1 situation, you're probably going to want to open with the Garou.
Okay, I like that. Especially versus a rogue, prevent maybe a stealth or something like that. Maybe that's...
It's also an ability it's going to land compared to an ambush. I think that the Garou should be more likely to land compared to the ambush.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask that. I wasn't sure. My follow-up was gonna be can Garou miss, but I maybe just a lesser of a chance, perhaps. You don't see. I mean, you see Garou in PvP for sure, but I feel like especially those late game rogues in a lot of these end game tournaments that I play are cast. I see a lot of just the standard ambush. You know, the standard cheap shot. You're not seeing. I feel like the Garou is a lot rare. It's one of those niche times that I get to see a little bit more of it.
Oh, absolutely. We know that these matches are going to last a little longer, so these rogues are more confident that their entire Garou duration is going to be on there, and they don't need they're not going to be able to pump out 5,000 damage over the course of 2.5 seconds. So,
oh, very true. With everybody being as sturdy as they do, you're not going to necessarily just burst someone instantly, unless you get very lucky with lots of people jumping on them. That makes sense. You just want to bleed them out, and you're still going to whittle them away as fast as possible. But you like that. You're going to get full value from Garou.
Tiebreakers. Teams are going to have 5 minutes to discuss strats.
Boner, make sure you just mention to Dodges that he has 10 yards to move up.
Yep.
Pretty interesting little arena here, and it's a nice change of pace for me. I was stacked at my pillar all day yesterday, so it's nice to switch it up. And I can kind of I learn from this for future events, even if it's not 3 versus 3, even if it's just different styles of PvP, maybe 1 versus 1, 2 versus 2, whatever the case might be. I have some interesting ideas that we want to implement for a Team Ready Raider, as far as like we're going to have 10 from each realm, and it's kind of going to be a dueling series where you do one versus ones, one at a time. But we have a couple ways we're going to do it. The team that wins the most best of, or the server that wins the most best of 3s will take the win. That's one way we'll do it. Or we'll just keep doing the 1 versus 1s until our one whole team has gotten kicked out of a best of 3. And then there's one final way we want to consider doing it, and these could be things we do too at some point if there was ever enough interest. Or there's 10 versus 10 Red Rover, and you can do this with less of course too, where you have 10 players and you send one in at a time. As soon as one dies, the next player jumps in and starts fighting that person that's already low, but they have the chance to bring it back, and you do that till one whole team is dead. Lots of fun.
Oh, that sounds like a fun time.
Yeah.
Right when one goes down, Red Rover, come on over.
Exactly, and you can have a predetermined order, so you don't need to worry about those things during the course of the game.
That sounds like it has potential for a lot of fun.
I think very much so. You know what's fun about it? Sometimes it's fun to go back to the roots of the twink casting as well, because especially sometimes in those 3s with 60s when there's so many abilities going on, it can be tough to get every single thing out. But I feel with it's a little easier it's more manageable at these levels to be able to be like, okay, I can process what the fuck's going on. Sometimes in those 360, every once in a while, it's like, I need someone to get my back. I got a little lost there, but I don't feel that's as much the case. But it's kind of nice to return to my roots where that's concerned, because I always casted low level stuff anyway.
Oh, absolutely. It's you know, the playbook is a little less deep.
Yeah, exactly.
That makes every action that much more important.
Well said. Well said. I'm glad we brought you on for the cast, because there's so much about twinking that I have yet to learn as far as the 19 bracket's concerned. I might do some obscure projects at level 30 and things of that nature, but I certainly don't do as much with the 1929 bracket. I certainly get asked a lot about the 1920 bracket, and now I have a better resource to guide them towards as far as the discords, the twinking discords that I've been given, and I can kind of recommend these different projects for people that want to take interest. Now, this is kind of for Browner, but or no, I guess this wouldn't be. Neither one of you guys are organizing the event on Friday, are you? That's Doobie, is it?
Dabu, yeah, he has that one going on Friday.
I'm wondering if it'll matter if I end up getting a couple of people from the community involved. I don't want to tip the scales of the combat, so I'd almost have to say, hey, if we want to join folks from stream, we got to even out the scales. Like, you know, if 5 of us or 6 of us join in, 3 of us got to go Horde, 3 of us got to go Alliance for a battle like that. Or if they want it to be precise, you know, the people that signed up, I'll have to kind of contact him, see how official he wants to do something like that. But I look forward to getting involved at the very least.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And I'm sure Dabu would love to have the conversation. And it's my pleasure to be here. I absolutely love being here. It's a treat. And this has been very fun. And so far, every match that we've gotten to watch has been good trades, and it's been just a blast to watch and be a part of.
The couple games I've really enjoyed. Both times, I feel like it's going to be the same case today. I was instantly I was hungry for more.
Oh, absolutely. That's how I felt last night. I know I got off last night and I was just looking for more.
And I actually turned on one of my add-ons, which I recommend if you do want to do more with casting and take it to the next level. I do really like the add-on called Enemy Cooldown Count. And I actually
have that.
Do you? Excellent.
I am using that. It's live on my screen, and I have been seeing the same exact things. It's been a blessing right there.
It truly has. I didn't get it until this last tournament that I took part in, and it really helps. Excellent.
Yep, I'm going to do the countdown in about 15 seconds.
Sounds good. Then this is going to be the finals to this round. This is a best of 3. The semifinals and finals, when we end up getting those, are going to be a best of 5 in the future.
Mine was actually disabled.
And mine was too. Yeah, mine was too, honestly. So I had to turn that on for that round. Or for this round, rather. Oh, wow. We might start off a little bit more aggressively here, actually, as this final round gets started of the competition. You are seeing the Hunter Scary Twink next to his rogue friend, looking very similar. And even when he's shadow melded, if the both were sitting still, you wouldn't be able to tell which was which without looking over him. Now, I don't see where our priest friends. Okay, they're back in the corner, staying safe.
They're waiting in the window room. They're waiting for the rogue dance.
Yeah, I don't think they can afford a sap on the priest. They have a really good. They have the right idea of trying to protect the priest, 100%. And the priest just being good about keeping their mana up. The rogue sees them. The yogi sees them, but he knows that there's danger in there. The hunter even revealing himself for a second, putting the immolation trap down, which I really like that as well, knowing that that's the case. Throwing out a little bit of a dance, not afraid to get funky. We are seeing Yogi get opened up on with the growth. Oh gosh!
Yogi already sprinting away. That's big trouble. Quick.
The ambush. The trap has been set, and the mouse took the cheese. There's going to be a fear coming down onto dodges here, and they're trying to run away. But Yogi is so close to dying. He's at blinking HP, and it looks like he even did die. Did he?
He went down. Yogi went down as quick as that round started.
Yeah, my UI didn't see he was dead, but I thought so. Yeah, because there was so much dam on him. I don't know if they're going to be able to take this one back. This one might be a quick one here, going in DDG's favor. It's not over just yet. Keefers still is trying to live, and Stepfather in the background. Honestly, I don't know if they're coming back from getting cigarettes from this one, as the 2 kids are going to go down. Stepfather in the background. fighting on their own at this point. They have the Voidwalker sacrifice here, the Voidwalker there, and they could sacrifice it if they wanted to, but I don't know. I just don't think that'd be enough. They can multi-dot everybody if they want to. Scary Twink getting low, not much mana left on him. Stepfather's going to be backing out here. The Borg is on him, doing a lot of damn the whole time as a concussive shot comes out, and Stepfather goes down too.
I know it's nighttime, but that horse sure looks dark right now.
Yeah, hey, the puns. I like it. Yeah. Good. Hey, good job to the DDG team. The underdogs coming into this one, but showing that they are certainly to be taken seriously here. But I don't want to mitigate the good play from the opposing team. I really like their approach. It just came down to, especially the second duel, it just came down to this one getting found. The ambush was there, and I got to say, Dodges was there ready to make the play onto Yogi as soon as he even attempted to go in there. And Yogi was going for the risky play. I respect it. He didn't anticipate. He didn't think Dodges was in that tunnel. He thought that he was also outside looking for his team, looking for the sap on them. And in fact, they were right in there looking for the ambush, playing very safe and protecting their priest, which I think is the win condition. If the priest gets sapped, I think that they lose at the end of the day. So DDG will go